You change how to break turn to break, but it's all I feel sorry. So can't really sit on fake, never feel like I'm never good enough. Always put that on me. Forget it, I just close. Forget it, I just go. I feel like I'm doing drugs. Most days, and I might be going crazy, baby. Without you, I was caught in my sandals. I found you. You were all that I needed. I was pouring outside. What is up? 360 in the house. How y'all doing? It's the weekend. Are y'all watching football? Are y'all watching football? College football? NFL? Anybody? Nobody? Some of us? Horrible loss last night by the Texas Longhorns. I was so sad. So this is not this is not a weapon. This is not a shoulder holster. I'm not that crazy. All right, I like guns, but no, this is just a posture corrector. Which, because I'm sitting at this desk so often, I wear it because it helps it just pulls back your shoulder. I highly recommend it. Like $14. I know, I'm crazy. This is like $14. So listen, I don't have an Amazon account. I don't make any money off this stuff. This is like $14 on Amazon. You can probably find it cheaper. If you sit at a desk a lot, I highly recommend one. It just pulls your posture back. It pulls your shoulders back. So you're not sitting at the desk, that kind of stuff. So I like passive health stuff, passive health stuff. Passive, meaning it doesn't take any thought. It doesn't take much. You just put it on and you wear it and boom, done. For me, that's easy stuff. I like it. It's helped me a lot, by the way. I will tell you, it has helped me a ton. So, yeah, so there's another person right there talking about I can validate as well. I'm telling you, everybody that I've gotten to get one that's gotten it has said they love it. They love it. It does take a little bit of time to get used to. Like, you're probably going to wear it for like 10 minutes the first time because you got to get used to it, and then you'll work your way up. Now I could wear it for hours and not even know I have it on. But anyway, so it's not a concealed gun or send Amazon link. You really bricks. Go on Amazon and do a search crazy. Just put a shoulder harness support. Jeez. There's like a million of them. There's literally like a million of them. Okay. And again, I don't have Amazon referral stuff. I'm not going to do that. I don't do that. So anyway, why are we here? So yeah, we're going to talk about the market just like we always do. And every time this type of a market comes up and people start freaking out, we're going to avoid everything that's FUD, everything that's FOMO. You never start from those points. You never start from those places. I'm going to look at just straight out price action in data. Bricks. I can't handle it. I'm going to stop reading the chat, so I'm not going to get anything done. I'm not going to get anything done. All right. So yeah. So let's go ahead and jump in. So this video right here is not altcoin madness. I know you want to hear about altcoin madness, but there's really not a lot of point to that because everything is moving in cohesion. And right now that's Bitcoin, Ethereum pulling back. The whole market's pulling back. A lot of people are pushing narrative. Anytime you get something that skyrockets, there's always someone's going to throw a narrative saying this is why. And then anytime you get any type of pullback or correction, they post a narrative saying this is why. No. 99 times, other than a black swan, that means something that comes out of the blue, like the FTX announcement, unless it's something like a black swan or a white swan. Example of a white swan was the day that you have to know this stuff, guys. You got to know this stuff. A white swan event would be like when last cycle, when I got to stop reading the chats. I'm not doing it, Nash. I promise. I'm not going to look at the chats anymore. Oh, a white swan. A white swan event is a unexpected, out of the blue news item that is so prolific that it can actually push the market. One of the best examples of that, we can simply rewind to last cycle while we were inside of a pullback near 48K, getting the pullback in the market. And then out of the blue, Elon Musk and Tesla announces that they're putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Boom! 10K candle. Yep. 10K candle. White swan. Example. Okay. So outside of those, a white swan or a black swan, almost every other narrative, it's like, okay, this is what it's like. Market's going up. Let's go look at all the good news that's out there, pull it and say, this is why. So even though that good news would exist, whether the price is going up or down, you understand? Like those stories would exist whether the market was moving up or down. It's just because the market's moving up, they go grab it and say, here's why. That's narrative. Or the reverse is true. Oh, the market's dipping. Let's go look at everything horrible in the world and pull it and say, that's why. That's narrative. It's such a bull crap. It's all hocus pocus. Now, that being said, by the way, you're getting a class right now on narrative. But the camera's up here. I don't know why I'm looking over here. I'm looking at myself. I need to look at you. I'm like, somebody teach me how to do this. All right, so I'm looking at the camera. Now I'm looking at you. What's up? So that's one part of narrative. And media sources like to do that. When they don't have anything else to do and they see a market moving up, they go grab all the good news and say, hey, guys, here's a list of why aren't we experts? And then when the market's moving down, they go look at everything negative in the world. Oh, LA is burning to the ground. The markets are crashing because of it. This is what I'm talking about. And they go grab every bad piece of news. That is all garbage. All right, I need you to hear this. It's all garbage narrative hogwash. Okay, the markets are very forward-looking, like they price stuff in quick. For example, the economy is showing mega signs of strength. The market right now is already removing many of the potential interest rate reductions for next year. They're doing it now. They're forward-looking. This is how it works. Okay, doesn't mean we're going into a 6-month bear market, any of those things. But the funny thing is that if you look at every macro market, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the Dow, the NASDAQ, my stock slayer just got a massive video this morning, and the S&P, all of them had hit key major resistance levels, not just in price action, but in actual psychological major levels. These things are real. They exist. They're there. Okay? So if you think that is perfectly timed with some narrative, you're insane. It's just not how it works. Now, the other dangerous part of narrative is this, and listen closely. Many times, if smart money institutions are wanting to create fear in the market, okay, listen closely, because they want to buy further down or where they bought before, because many times they'll buy in an area, push price up just so they can wreck the late people, bring it back down to where they were already accumulating. How do they do that? They place enough spot selling, not a lot, and then they use leverage markets as well to create spoof and spot and all this, and it looks like there's going to be massive dumping. Retail then gets wrecked, bring price back down to where their original order blocks were so that they can continue to buy. And what are they buying? It's taking your stuff is what it is. And how do they do that? Besides doing that in the market on exchanges, they also send bad news reports to the media because they know the media is going to post it. And it makes it look like the narrative. It's a narrative. They push false narrative. When institutions, when whales are pushing a false negative to push price down, it's so they can get it and scoop it and snag it. It's false narrative. They want you to believe that something's over. And they do the same thing on the flip side. On the bull side, they do the same thing. There you go. And that's basic. There's a lot more to it, but you just got a free class on narrative and why I'm so anti-narrative. It's just hocus pocus. You have to have the ability to see through the smoke and mirrors. All right, enough looking at me. Let's look at some charts, shall we? Let's do it. So exciting. Do you like this stuff? Is this good? Is this stuff you guys like to hear? I know all you care about is XRP, and TEL. I know that's all you care about is altcoins. But we've got to do this. We've got to do this because all your XRP, TEL, they all swing from this information, okay? Plus, I want you guys to calm down. This whole, every time we go up, the cycle is over. This is the top. This whole nonsense. It's all nonsense. It's nonsense. Stop the madness. Show me the data, and we can see this data. And we're not looking at one thing. We're looking at many, many things. So let's share screen. I got to try to get this in within 20 minutes. We got to keep these short. Give me just a second. All right, I'm going to move y'all over to here. All right. And let's hope this is working. And it is. It is, it is, it is. Let me see if I can get this a little larger than you guys up too much. Okay. All right. I like this. What happens if it's right? Yeah. Okay. This is visible for you guys? Can y'all, is this, y'all let me know? I'm using my whole screen. This is a massive, it's on a massive curved monitor. So I'm going to make sure this is showing up okay for y'all. Hit me up in the chat if this is like visible. You can actually see this. I don't need you to see like, okay, good. Thanks. All right. Doable. Good. Yeah. Okay. This is cool. So it's letting me use my massive curved monitor and it's visible. That's nice. I like it on a phone. Okay. Doable on a phone. All right. We'll take it. So what is this? I'm going to pull this out a little. I am going to zoom into the weekly, but I do want you to see it on the daily first. So give me just a second. Don't worry. I'll get it zoomed in a little bit. I'm trying to make this look good on y'all's screen. I really just need the top of that part. Yep. What else can I get away with here? I'll bring this down. You guys know this is crypto total market cap. I'm going to get rid of that so I can use more of my screen. And you guys know these blue things are the Bitcoin halving points. So let me get rid of that so I can make this bigger. All right, that should work. Yeah, so I just need you to see this. All right. Very good, very good, very good. So this is where these are the halving points. So you guys know I'm showing you in relation to timing. So you can see. And let me get one more arrow for me. All right, here we go. So I want you to see where we are in the cycle. So this chart is all of the money coming into crypto. So it's total crypto market cap. That means this chart includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of every crypto coin in existence. That's where we are. Okay. So here you have your 2017 high. Here you have your 2021 high. And I'm showing you where we are from halving to breaking that high. And right here on the daily, this is a daily chart. This is where we are. Currently in the market. Right here. Yep. So you have that break, mitigation, You can't see it, but you got mitigation here, and then we move into this massive consolidation. So this is, I want you to know, this is a 30% overall market pullback. 30% market pullback, 30% market correction, whatever you want to call it. Pretty nasty, right? Okay. Same. You get your break of the high. Mitigate. This is still only 20%. 20% pullback. Same volume sphere. Same, a little bit more. There's going to be a little bit more because of, every cycle, there's always more money. So there's a little bit more, but you're getting the exact same result. All right. So here we had a 30%. And by the way, guess what month this is? Guess what month this is? Yeah, you got it. January, February. January, February. It is. Yep. Guess what month this is? January. Yeah. These are normal. These are normal price action movements, not just in crypto, but it's the same for legacy markets. And right now, legacy market stocks, they're also going through this. And they're going through it not because it's of a narrative. All right, watch the magic. I want to show you the magic. All right, this looks random. Yes, it looks random. It ain't random, folks. It's a major level. It's there in price action. This is a major support. Was resistance, but this is a major support level for these peaks. The odds of this smashing through on the first attempt are almost nil. False breakout, yes. So you get something nasty and you get a bear trap here, or a sweep of the lows. Everybody thinks it's over and off it goes. All right. This is a major level. Plus it's where Bitcoin hit 100K. So not only is it a major price action level, it's a major psychological level. All right. Major area, just like this was. Same thing. 30%. Same distance. Same time frame. Same distance. Same time frame. 30% pullback. We got 20% here. But people acting like everything's done, everything's over. Nonsense. Without narrative, without any news, this is logical by price action. It just is. It's there. All right. Let us undo logarithmic. So to get this type of view, you got to use logarithmic, but don't forget to back out of that. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin. And by the way, for those of you that don't know, hopefully this helps y'all's view. Let me bring this, hold on. There we go. See if I can make this more efficient for your viewing pleasure. So everybody that's new to my stuff, we have in the 360 Elite, we not only predicted this, we predicted this, we called this to a T, and we longed this to perfection. So this isn't new. Everybody that knows me knows we've been ahead of this market. in the same way that we're going to stay ahead and be ahead of this market. The same things are going on in here because of our macro analysis, our data-driven view, not FOMO and FUD and narrative-driven view. If you have a FOMO, FUD, narrative-driven view, man, you're in trouble. Man, you're in trouble. Incredibly in trouble. All right. So what we're looking at with Bitcoin is the setup that we have right now, the same way that we drew this out here. This ended up being a 34% pullback on Bitcoin. We are letting this play out. And I'm going to zoom in on our current price action. So right now, Bitcoin is building future external liquidity above these highs. There's major inside liquidity here that's visible on the 4-hour. I'm not going to get into that, but you have a very nice parallel or equal set of lows. I do not like those. That means when I say I don't like it, that means the odds of those getting swept are incredibly high. Incredibly high. And that equates to external liquidity because beneath these lows are what? A lot of market orders, lots of liquidity. Lots and lots and lots and lots of liquidity. So if we reach down and get this liquidity, you have a 20% pullback on Bitcoin. This is highly likely. Now, if it decides to correct even further, there is inside liquidity. And this is the daily, but there is inside liquidity plus a major mitigation, which would be 30% down to the breakout point here, and that is worst case 74K. Now, I'm not saying we're going to 74K, but if you zoom in on the 4-hour, you have major. Here's that horizontal with equal lows. That means these lows have not been swept. 1, 2, 3. So this would be a 20% sweep. Now, this could end here, and this could go ahead on up. It could end here, go up, bounce off of here, and then come back lower because you have inside liquidity that was made available to you on these impulses, right? That's inside liquidity, plus your major mitigation level. So for me, Bitcoin is not anything I would long, and I wouldn't really short it because there's too many possible places of support. Like this could literally be real quick wick and come back up and then move higher. So Bitcoin is something you want to let play out now. The same thing I told my elite, I'm going to tell you. While all this is playing out and going on, what do I think is going to happen? I think Ethereum is going to take over. Because if you look at the weekly for Ethereum, you have the formation of a major, let me find the chart that I have this on, see if I kept it. I posted this on Twitter. Let me see which one it is. Actually, yes, there it is. All right, look at this. Yep. Yes, this is it. This is an incredibly sexy macro chart on the weekly, viewable. I even posted on Twitter. Most people probably have no idea what they're looking at. But when you have a end of cycle top, whales and institutions are not stupid. They don't leave liquidity. Do you understand this? You need to know this. It's how they push, they use distribution peaks. and the liquidity from the highs to be able to dump their money into. All right. And it's present in volume. It's present in volume. You've got your FOMO run up. Nasty first major distribution. Nasty distribution. That was your first one. First peak. Yep. First sign of major distribution. Now, whales push price back up, this time removing liquidity absent volume, buying volume. There's your buying volume. Look at that. All of this right here. Right to there. That's your FOMO, really, where all of the real buying for Ethereum ends here. After this, all of this becomes a place where smart money institutions are dumping. There's your first dump. This is called distribution dump. Now, they're not done. They can't get rid of all of their stuff here. Listen to what I'm telling you. So they artificially pump price. Look, there's just enough to get it up, to get the price up. But there's no real buying here. There's no real buying here. Take external liquidity, dump. Visible with their escalating dumping. They even bet more time right here. Bam! And this is their final sell. But the reason why this doesn't go any higher is because they left no liquidity behind. You see that? None. It's all gone. Where is it? Ethereum has not even gotten started. The major portion of the cycle has not even gotten started. There is your Ethereum taking the reins. There it is. Where is it? Because you're not in this area yet. We're not even in this area yet. Also, look at this. Just like we did on Bitcoin at 74K. Bitcoin left all kinds of external liquidity in a different format, in a descending format, or a pullback format. This one is horizontal. Boom, top. Boom, do not sweep it. Do not sweep it. This is a bottom formation, present in volume. There is no distribution. Doesn't matter whether you look at Kraken or let's go to the bigger ones. Coinbase. Just so you can see it on Coinbase. Pay attention. This is the stuff, man. This is the stuff. This is the stuff that'll make you sleep good at night. Here's your FOMO right here. There's your from here over. It's actually from here to here. Look at the escalation. Peak. Distribution. Fast forward to today. What is this? What is this? You see what I'm saying? We haven't begun this. We haven't begun this. This has not even started yet. And by the way, I'm going to give you one more piece of information that seals the deal on this. For those that think I'm crazy. You ready? Record bear market accumulation. Record for Ethereum. In the same way we had it for Bitcoin. Record. Now listen to me. Listen. This must be present in distribution when it's over. If there is this kind of accumulation, and remember, there's none of this yet. The FOMO portion, where is it? I mean, for crying out, this matches this level, we just did this. Are you with me? And by the way, this is regular view, not logarithmic. If you change this to logarithmic, all of this will look similar. But when you're on regular, it obscures your older price action and focuses on your more recent price action. So that's why it looks like this looks tiny in comparison to this. But if you switch this to logarithmic, you'll see. But the volume stays the same. Look, this, you can't unsee this. I don't care what the fundamental narrative is they're telling you. I don't care. This is this is where we are. With a major bottoming price action setup, with major liquidity above the highs, no FOMO, and we've got to look at what happened during the bear market. Do you see this accumulation? Look at the amount of accumulation. Look at the amount. So at the end of the cycle, when there's distribution, this has got to show up. It has to show up. It has to. It has not. It has not. Stop the madness, the nonsense, the hocus pocus. I showed you on, and I've got to stop the video because I've been going on for, I showed you even on total market cap where we are. And that has been on the back of who? Ethereum? No. It hasn't been Ethereum or altcoins. Because if you go look at the bottom 90% of altcoins, it hasn't even achieved its previous all-time high. Ethereum has never taken the reins. Never. This whole portion has not happened. So to say the cycle is over is to say there's never been one. But everything is there for one. Everything is there. Everything is there. Everything that's absent that needs to be there is there. Everything. It's just you just gotta wait, for crying out loud. Let the cycle be the cycle. Let the market be the market. People, it's like everybody forgot that there's going to be. It's like everybody forgot the volatility of crypto and where we actually are. If you know that Ethereum hasn't even gotten started yet, why are you freaking out about your altcoins? Take pleasure in the fact that you have this opportunity. I do believe that whatever this dip that we're in right now, this pullback, is the last opportunity to be buying lows. Somewhere we know Bitcoin has achieved dominance. This is what we know. We know this. Somewhere in Bitcoin messing around, in that area that I showed you, Ethereum's going to flip the switch. That's what we're waiting for. Once it happens, it will be impossible to miss. At that point, everyone else is going to be buying higher lows. Everybody will be. So the last 3/4 of the bull market, the one that belongs to Ethereum and altcoins, and you don't have to say alt season. You don't have to say that. Like, it's unnecessary. And by the way, that doesn't mean Bitcoin is not going to achieve new all-time highs. It will, but it will do so without having dominance. Why? Because the majority of funds will be flowing into Ethereum and altcoins. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I'm literally breaking it down for you, not just on price action charts, but fundamentally, blowing away narrative, showing you that we've seen all of this before. It's just, crypto is a place where people are so impatient, they can't stand it. And that's all you got to do is let the cycle be the cycle. That's it. Until next time, baby. Here comes the boom.